which been created. What you see when you come out of the airport to the right is something called Barabara Plaza. That was not an accident by the national government, where there's Kenha, Kura, Kera, all combined together under a traffic control system that is based out of Mombasa Road. What you're seeing with the expressway is not an accident. So I'm giving you comfort to tell you, we are not coming as disruptors and people to come and say nothing has been done in the past. We are coming to accelerate.
Let's think about a 28-year-old gentleman or lady right now, sitting, listening to you speak about all these plans, is in his first job. And he takes 1.5 hours every day on commute time in the morning, from him leaving his house to getting to his workstation. How much time do you think he will have to put up with his current 1.5 hour situation?
The time span for a governor is 5 years.
Yes.
My promises are 5 years. There's only one promise I made in 100 days to fix the organization of Nairobi City County. Make sure I have the right cabinet, the right chief officers, the right directors, a motivated team with a commercial bargaining agreement. The rest, we will do them in a coordinated way, because most of these plans, by the way, this manifesto has now to be converted into a county integrated development plan with now clear budgeting and clear planning. Then it becomes a full document. Then you go to public participation, neighborhood association, residents association, business association must input into it, and we shall interrogate it the way we interrogate it, very fairly and reasonably with you to realize it. So my promises are 5-year promises. Now, at the end of 5 years, look at me and ask me, Igathe, have we decongested Nairobi? Is your mobility and transport manifesto realized? Is your e-government manifesto realized? Is your decent jobs promise realized? Is your ease of doing business promise realized? Is your fighting hunger promise realized? Is your education school realized? Is your garbage, proper zoning, disaster management realized? Ask me that question. And you know, the good thing about being in politics is you're judged every 5 years. I'll be in 5 years, I'll be present again to report to my employers, the people of Nairobi who I'm begging and beseeching to give me a job. They will judge me in 5 years. But in 100 days...
Every time I can tell you this, every time we've listened to politicians say this, it's always the same speak, that judge me in 5 years. And that 5 years comes, the one thing that they give you is one excuse after the other. I'm not saying that you'll do the same. I'm just telling you what the history has been. But let's come back to this matter about businesses.
That is true. When you look at history, that has been the case. But look at Igathe's record. And that's why I want to sort of give you comfort. What needs to be Nairobi is not in debate and how it needs to be done. If you speak to anybody across the street, in fact, the people sitting at home, they know exactly what needs to be done. They just want the governor to do his job. But then number two, the question is, who will do it? I think in this interview, we should spend a little bit more time talking about the competence, the character, the capability of the person. My friend, anyone knows, the driver, the soul of this country is what is on the ballot on 9th of August. Chapter 6, capable, competent, has a record of delivery. I come from the private sector where delivery is not if or but. And my friend, I've been on top of that delivery for over 30 years. I am poached and given a higher salary everywhere I go by multinationals in very competitive jobs. I'm a guy who gets it done.
Now that you bring up that question, and it's you brought it up, somebody else might also as well say, well, let's prosecute the chapter 6 as much as we can, but somebody else will also sit back and say, hey, but wait a minute, but you walked out on me.
There's something called principle, which you must come to terms with. Why do you think a politician, after they are voted for, takes a Bible or the Quran, 2 holy books, looks up at their God and says, my God, so help me God? Are you involved in that point? It is my conscience and my God. And I was clear. I failed to earn the trust. And because I failed to earn the trust, to fail betraying the people of Nairobi, of Article 1, I retreated and stepped down peacefully. I did not interfere with the governor. And in 2 years, what I walked out from came to life. What I am saying is, do not denigrate people who stand on principle. Even the Bible says, let your yes be your yes, your no be your no. And in matters of the